The scene begins in Monica's small, dimly lit apartment. The weight of the night's event still lingers in the air. Jamal sits at the kitchen table, his small hands wrapped around a cup of hot chocolate, his wide eyes full of questions. Monica, her face still tense, rubs her temples, exhausted but trying to hold herself together for her son. Jamal, softly, "Mommy, why didn't the policeman help us?" Monica takes a deep breath, her heart breaking at the innocence in his voice. She crouches beside him, placing a hand on his. "Monica, gently. Sometimes people don't treat others the way they should, even when their job is to protect everyone." Jamal, frowning. "But why? We didn't do anything bad." Monica, swallowing hard. "No, baby, we didn't. And that's what makes it wrong." Jamal looks down, stirring his hot chocolate absently. Jamal, hesitant. "Is it because we're black?" Monica feels tears prick her eyes, but she blinks them away. She doesn't want to burden him, but she also refuses to lie. Monica, nodding slowly. "Yes. Some people see the color of our skin and think we're not as important as others. But that's not true. Never let anyone make you feel like you're less than them, Jamal. You are strong, you are smart, and you are just as important as anyone else." Jamal nods, still processing. A beat of silence passes between them. Then his little hands tighten around his cup. Jamal, firmly. "I don't like that policeman." Monica, softly. "Neither do I, baby. Neither do I." The weight of the conversation hangs over them. Monica reaches for her phone, her mind racing. She can't let this go. If she does, she's teaching Jamal that they have to accept this kind of treatment, and she refuses to do that. Her fingers hover over the record button. A long exhale. Then she presses it. Monica, voice shaking. "My name is Monica Reed. I never thought I'd have to make a video like this, but I can't stay silent. Last night, my car broke down and I called for help. A police officer came, and when he saw me, he refused to help. He left me and my 6-year-old son stranded in the dark. Why? Because we're black." Her voice breaks, but she steels herself. "Monica, stronger. I need people to know this happens. I need people to understand that this isn't just a story. It's real life. And it needs to change." She stops the recording, her heart pounding. For a moment, she stares at the screen, debating, then with a deep breath, she posts it. Cut to the next morning. Monica checks her phone. Her video has barely any views. A flicker of doubt crosses her face, but she shakes it off. She won't give up that easily. Later, Monica marches into the police station. The receptionist barely looks up. "Monica, I need to file a complaint against an officer." The receptionist sighs, flipping through a folder. Receptionist. "Name?" "Monica, Officer Brad Carson." A pause. The receptionist glances up now, suddenly interested. Her eyes flicker with something. Hesitation? Fear? Receptionist. "One moment." She disappears into a back office. A few minutes later, Chief Henderson, an older white man with a forced, polite smile, steps out. "Chief Henderson, Ms. Reed, let's talk in my office." Monica follows him inside. The door shuts behind them. Henderson leans back in his chair, watching her carefully. "Chief Henderson, I understand you had an incident with one of my officers." Monica, firmly. "Yes. Officer Carson refused to help me and my son when we were stranded. He left us there." Chief Henderson sighs. "Ms. Reed, do you have any proof of this?" Monica, anger rising. "My word should be enough. My son's word should be enough." Chief Henderson, shrugging. "Without evidence, it's just your word against his. And Officer Carson has been with this department for over 20 years. He's a respected officer." Monica clenches her fists. "Monica, so that's it? You're just going to ignore this?" Chief Henderson leans forward, voice low. "My advice? Let this go. Nothing good will come of stirring the pot. Monica glares at him, heart pounding. She knows what this is, a dismissal, a warning, a threat, but she refuses to back down. Monica, quiet but firm. I'm not letting this go. She stands and walks out. Henderson watches her leave, shaking his head. Cut to Monica at work, venting to her co-worker Rachel, a white woman in her late 30s with a strong sense of justice. Rachel, furious. That's disgusting. They just brushed you off. Monica, like I was nothing, like my son was nothing. Rachel bites her lip, thinking. Rachel, you know, Carson's wife is Jessica Carson. Monica, frowning. And Rachel, and she's a racial justice advocate. She's spoken out against police brutality before. Monica stares, stunned. Monica, you're telling me that the same man who left my son and me on the side of the road is married to a woman who fights against this exact kind of thing? Rachel, nodding. Exactly. A long beat. Monica's mind races. This could be the key. A moment of hesitation, then determination hardens her expression. Monica, do you have her contact information? Rachel pulls up her phone, scrolling. Rachel, here. She's got an email for her advocacy work. Monica takes a deep breath, then nods. Cut to Monica sitting at her laptop that night. The screen glows in the dimly lit room. She hesitates, fingers hovering over the keys. Then she begins to type. Monica, voiceover. Dear Jessica Carson, I don't know if you'll read this, but I need to try. Your husband, Officer Brad Carson, left my 6-year-old son and me stranded on the side of the road. He refused to help us because we are black. I have seen you speak out against racial injustice, and I have to ask, do you know who you are married to? Do you stand by a man who does the very thing you claim to fight against? Because if you do, then everything you stand for is a lie. Monica hesitates, then hits send. She exhales, staring at the screen. Cut to black.